Hello, welcome back and thanks for joining me again today. I'm going to show you how to make this little box, which I thought was really cute. I got the idea from following the paper trail. I'm going to show you how I made it. First thing is I'll just show you what it is. It's just a little box, and we're going to put, you can put pictures and whatnot on all the little tags. They all pull out. And then the best part is they can't get lost because they're stuck to the book. It's kind of, let's see, there you go. You can see that it's kind of shiny. And you can even see some of the brush strokes in there that made it look kind of cool. Anyways, I took this, and it was just a regular piece of paper, like this one. And before I folded it and did all the stuff, I covered it with Mod Podge so that it had a protective coating so that if I throw it in my purse it won't get ruined. And the size of this piece of paper is 5 3/4 by 7. So just cut it out and cover it with Mod Podge and then allow it to dry. I did 2 coats on mine, but I mean you only really need 1. And let's zoom out a little bit so that we can see what we're doing here. There we go. And we're going to put it in the long way, like so. And we're going to score it at 1 3/4. And then we're going to score it at 2 1/4. And we're going to score it at 4 1/2. And then we're going to score it at 5. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to score it at 5. Then you're left with that. There you go. You can see it. At the long way, we're going to turn like so. And you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, which I've already done. Then we're going to just get all our folds up. And then make sure you set them all really well so that they stay and it gives it a nice look. Then if you want to, so that you know, you mark the top. It's just going to be a slight difference in size, but there is a little difference, and the smaller part is the top, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we'll start with the top. We're going to cut both flaps off. Maybe we want to zoom in a little bit so that we can see. There you go. You can see both fold marks, and we're going to cut the second one in. And we're going to cut all the way up to the second one in from the top, too. So we just completely removed that whole piece. Same thing on the other side. Just like that. And that's what you're left with. Now the bottom is pretty much just as easy. We're going to first cut up at the second one, and then cut up at the first one, okay? And then we're going to cut in to where we cut to completely remove that part. And then we're going to go down to the first fold and cut that so that all you're left with is a little flap, okay? Okay, then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Cut up on both of them, and then remove the first one like so, and then just remove the littler flap there, and this is what you're left with. Maybe if we zoom out a little bit we can see the whole thing. There we go. So that's what we're left with. Okay, now we'll go ahead and zoom back in, and then you can see the rest of the work. Next thing we're going to do is take your top half, fold it down, and we're going to round the edges on the little flappy dealies. The reason we do this is because it just gives it more of a finished look when done. Okay. I also rounded the edges on the, nope, not on the bottom, on the top here. So our top is rounded. For our next thing, we're going to take and we're going to put adhesive on the little flappy dealy here, and then on the other tiny flap. And then we're going to go down here, and from where the fold is, all the way down to the bottom, we're going to place that. Okay? And then the little tiny step that I forgot, to make it a little easier, you want to punch 2 holes right in. I didn't punch mine very well, but you can see. You just want to punch them right in the, can't see them very well, in the second part of the flap, okay? And only on one side. Then we're going to go ahead and put our box together. You start out by putting the bottoms in, like so. You take this, and you just put it in like that. Then work with just one side at a time. It helps you get it more lined up, like that. And then the other side, not lined up. And now it is. Okay? Okay, for the next step, you're going to need a piece of embroidery floss. Mine is about 10 inches long. And then we have 6 little tags, and they are 2 inches by 3 1/4. And on mine, I rounded all the top edges just to make them look a little bit more like a tag. All I did was just cut some paper to the right size. Okay, and then we need to punch a hole with our handy dandy crocodile. And we poke the stuff through, like so. Then we take our box and we put them in. Now we want to make sure that the tags are going to face up when we put them in. Shoot. Okay, so mine opens a way that I wouldn't normally open it, but it's okay. I think that was my big problem. Anyways, so to finish it off, I chose most of mine, the little tab. I put a little tag, but on this one I couldn't find my tags anymore. So, and I was in a hurry when I wanted to make the video, so I decided I would try something different. So I threaded a button through it. Can you see the little button? Now you can see the little button. And so right now it's all the way down at the bottom, but obviously I don't want it there because then we need to have room to pull the tags out. So I'm going to just tie a little knot up here, which will allow my button to move around, but that's okay. I don't want all this extra string around. I don't like the way it looks. So I'm just going to cut it off and then pull my button up to the top. And there we have it. Now we can pull our tags out. So to finish it off then, all I did on this one is tied a ribbon around it and made it, the ribbon can come off, it's not on there all the way, but I just made it so that you can move it down, so that it can move around and then it can hold the flap down. Anyways, so here's your card, or here's your little box.